Sometimes you build something in your Minecraft world and you step back and look at it and think, you know what, I should put a face on that. And now all of a sudden you have someone watching, waiting, monitoring everything you do. Which for me is probably a good thing, because I need someone to keep me accountable as I work on this mountain base, because the bigger it gets, the more I want to take breaks and give into all the distractions like building this extra road to the base at the base. It is justified though, because every time I rode across the minecart bridge with Moonlight, you know, I felt like the worst owner, a terrible owner. Now I can safely ride my horse over without fear of falling into the river. Check it out. You know what I always say? Safety second, fun first. I don't know if I've ever said that. I got this road here. I'm super alive right now, which is great. My horse is super alive. We finally got a way to travel to and from the base at the bottom of the base. The mountain that we're building here, it's like 10% done, but we're getting there. We're getting there and we've got a road now. And I've added some stuff down here, all right? Don't go anywhere, Moonlight. You stay right there. She's already on the move. I added this little bridge to get over this little drop in the terrain here. Don't go anywhere. And in here, I decided to add a little nether portal, which is totally safe and does not lead to just lava surrounding it. So that's great. It's the second portal that I have here at my base. The other one is by that giant tree you can see in the background. It's the only one that I've had for the longest time, so now I got two. So I wanted to have like a nice little entrance here, so I've added some ruins. That's how you know it's nice when it's breaking. But I added all this lovely lush foliage here. We've got some new grasses, some leaves, a whole bunch of really cool stuff, and a giant tree. Just creates like such a nice little opening as you leave and arrive. I wanted something that sort of wrapped around this, so it was kind of like a little window that you peek through as you enter into this area. I have also been doing some work on the river down here, which is great. It was empty and now it's full of water, which is what you want. It's a very normal thing for a river to have water. Mine didn't have it before. Now it has water, which is, oh my goodness. But not only that, I decided to decorate the bottom of it as well. So we got a bunch of seagrass and that's it really. just got seagrass. I went to cross back over my new river and realized that I still don't have a bridge to get across, so let's do something about that. I added this kind of boulder, the same height as the bank on the other side, so that the bridge could lay across it nice and flat, so there wasn't any kind of like incline or decline or whatever. Look at these grassy fields here. Okay, stop looking. Let's go over here. Now let's start looking at these grassy fields over here. What's wrong? You get 1 second to guess. 1. Okay, time's up. The thing that's wrong with them is that they don't look like this. They're not lush, they're not green, they're not grassy. They're completely empty. My entire mountain has no grass in it. Look how nice this is. This is lush, there's foliage, there's falling leaves. I got fireflies in my eyes. That's what I want, okay? I want it everywhere. I want this mountain green. So here's what I need. I need grass, I need ferns, I need bushes, I need firefly bushes, I need dry grass from the desert. I need vines, I need glowberries, I need lichen, and let's not forget about color, I need flowers, the small ones and the big ones. I need a lot of these blocks. I need so many of them. And the great thing about Minecraft is that I don't have to go out into the world and keep collecting them. I can farm them. And the lovely thing about foliage is that it only really requires one thing, and that is bone meal. My second favorite item in Minecraft. Can you guess what my first one is? Just imagine me doing a giant wink right now. Grass is easy. We can bone meal it. We get 2 tall grass. Same with ferns. We get 2 tall ferns. We can duplicate these. That's pretty easy. These next 3 are a little bit different. I don't understand why, but when you bone meal it, it duplicates it. Like so. So that's cool. I can do something with that. Vines don't do anything. They just grow over time. Glowberries, bone meal, harvest, easy. For roots, we need rooted dirt. So we break the roots off, bone meal the dirt, and we get more roots. Lovely. Lichen, very similar to these blocks, but it goes everywhere. It goes in all the different directions, vertically as well. These flowers are great. We can bone meal them. This grass, it's very similar, except that you can't bone meal it. And I guess that's because it's dead leaves. So we'll figure out something to do with that. And then there's the 2 tall flowers, which are so easy. You just bone meal them and it duplicates forever. So that's great. So now I've got the green part of the greenhouse. Now I just need the house part. And I think I got the perfect spot for it. This is so big, guys. Dude, this is so big. I've started laying out an area of where I want this to go. And I really hope that this doesn't start to shadow the grandeur of the mountain. If this is too big, then it's going to look like the mountain's going to be smaller. So I'm going to try and keep it as compact as I can. But I had this idea to build like a giant greenhouse, and this gray wall is where the path is going to be. And each of these red squares is where each of the farms are going to be. So we're going to have a farm here for, you know, whatever grass. Then we have a farm here for flowers. I'm going to mirror this on both sides. So imagine that these red squares are also on this side. But down this end, I'll probably have like the, what are they called? Glowberries and like lichen. Hello, zombie. What else? Vines, all this kind of stuff down this end. This whole thing is going to require a huge amount of bone meal, but I think I've got it covered with this moss farm that I made a while ago. All right, moss farm, let's just run that like forever. This greenhouse project has got me so excited. I know I should be working on the mountain. Trust me, I know. But this is so cool. I feel like I really needed this. I really needed some kind of structure thing to kind of break everything up and just do something different. It's still watching me. So here are all my farms. We've got 8 of them. None of them are like insane mode. All of them are sort of just nice humble farms. They do exactly what I need them to do, which is make foliage for me. This first one here, we've got 2 tall grasses and ferns. And so this is the area that they pop out of. And to trigger it, so we got to put down the normal 1 high grass. And then I hit this note block. I think I got to stand a little bit closer. There we go. And then it bone meals out of these dispensers, grows it. I harvest it. It goes down through these mud blocks and then it shoots it out to me. Very nice. And I got to put down the grass first. But yeah, this works for the grass and the ferns. This one across here is for the new foliage that's been added. And it works very similarly, except that it's based on the duping method or the duplicating method. So harvest it, it'll shoot it up to me. This one's actually way easier. Yeah, I used to do that. Over here, we got the classic 2 tall flower farm. This just uses observers to kind of just go infinitely. And I don't think I've got any bone meal in there. So let's make some bone meal. Cool, so now when I hit the lever, it should just like harvest them infinitely. So that just goes everywhere at the moment, but eventually I'll probably wall it in. We'll go into this mud block, I'll go into the hopper, and then into this chest, and that works for all 4 of them. I've also cleared out this area underneath, and I was thinking, I'm getting like really obsessed with access tunnels at the moment, so I'm gonna put down some tunnels underneath the greenhouse so that if I ever need to come down and do work on the redstone, or maybe one day make a storage like sorting system underneath it, I can. So I'm really nerding out about that. In total, I currently have space for 8 dedicated farms here. The 3 that I showed, plus 1 for wildflowers, 1 for rooted dirt, lichen, glowberries, and 1 spare for hanging pale moss, which I haven't got yet. For the vines, I think I mentioned vines earlier. They'll just go somewhere. They just sort of grow on their own. Now all that's left to do is the hard part, building the structure, building the greenhouse. That is big. That is so big. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this into a greenhouse now. Rest in peace, lowresbones. I can rest in peace later. I don't know what I'm worrying about. It's not like I didn't get myself into this mess in the first place. So anyway, let's start with the floors. I replaced my wool guides with some nice stone brick paths. You know, it's always good to have somewhere to walk. Then onto the main entranceway. I decided that I wanted to build this whole thing out of sandstone, which in hindsight was a terrible idea because that's such an expensive block and I didn't even have that much of it. So after building 1 tower, I had to hit pause, go off to the desert and get as much sandstone as possible. When it came to building this greenhouse, I wanted to kind of put my own little spin on it. You know, like keep the iconic things that make up a greenhouse or whatever we think a greenhouse is supposed to be. But then I also wanted to merge it with this idea of like a cathedral. So it was kind of like this epic grand structure that also just happened to have plants in it. I don't know if those 2 things go together, but we're doing it anyway. After getting some more sandstone because I ran out again. And it is finished. Yo, this thing is massive. It took me so long to build, but it's finally done. We're gonna go check out the inside right now. But we're gonna do that in a little bit of a strange way because between starting this build and now, I managed to break my hand, so I can't use the keyboard. So I've kind of got to like look around and then walk. So we're gonna get there in a little bit of a strange way. This is the front view. I added all these bushes, so it kind of looks like it's all overgrown. You know, the green from the greenhouse, the inside is all burst out. That's what I want you to believe, at least. The truth is that I'm a really lazy builder. This is an insight into how to build lazy, just like me. To build like lowresbones, what you do is you find the block that you want to build with. In this case, I wanted sandstone, but sandstone's very expensive. So what you do is you find a wood block that looks similar and you use that. And you can do all like little trims and everything without having to break the bank. But that's still too hard, so you got to be even lazier. And so what you do is rather than building a complete build, you make it ruined and you use leaves, which are maybe, other than dirt, probably like the cheapest block you can get. All right, let's straighten up and we're going to walk inside. So this is the inside and I love it. It's about 80% finished right now because of my hand. I wasn't able to get all the details in. I'm going to turn sideways. Look, we're going to strafe sideways. So we've got all of our farms all on the side here. They all more or less work. Let's actually test them. All right, we got the pink petals. We turn it on. You know what? Of course they work because we tested them before we even built. The outside, I forgot. It's been a while since I've been in here. Oh, I haven't finished the fountain. I just realized I was supposed to put a fountain here. At the back here, we got nothing. Eventually, I want to put a farm here. Maybe like a kelp farm that could be quite nice. I'd love to get some of those kelp blocks. But yeah, this is it. So there's also a second story. Let's see if we can get up there. Oh, we did it. Okay, I'm at the top and now I can walk backwards. Oh, maybe I should just start playing one-handed. This is fantastic. So I put a, what do you call this? A mezzanine or a catwalk up here. So you can walk around. Also, I'm spacebarring with the palm of my hand, which is kind of crazy, but you can walk around up here. So far it's lit up with candles, but I think I'm going to go around with some lichen, so it's a little bit brighter up here, bright enough so that nothing spawns. And to be honest, nothing really should spawn up here because as far as I know, these copper, what are these little grates? I'm pretty sure they are transparent blocks, so mobs shouldn't be able to spawn on them. We got chains over here and walls, so mobs shouldn't be able to spawn on these. They can't spawn on the leaves here, which only leaves these spots here. These are the only really spawnable areas in the entire build, to my knowledge. So we just got to make sure those spots are lit up enough, but the rest of it, I actually really want to leave it nice and dark because when it comes to ruin builds, they're not supposed to be super lit up because they're all broken. So even the candles are a little bit of a stretch. And look at that. I love where it sort of like gets all foggy and dark like this. I feel like it would ruin the vibe a little bit if it was too bright. To get up and down to this level from the front end, I've put in these bubble elevators. Let's see if I can use this with one hand. I haven't tried yet. Not bad, not bad. Minecraft physics are insane, and I love them because you can do cool things like this. All right, I gotta try to get to bed now because I don't want any creepers blowing even more holes in my already pretty broken cathedral here. Oh, one hand. So that is it. We got the greenhouse done, and look at this amazing view. I can look out here at the mountain that I have still not done, but we'll do eventually. Trust, guys, trust. It's gonna get finished. Just had to do this because without it, I couldn't finish the mountain. That's what I'm telling myself, at least. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. One-handed creeper chase. Go, go, go. No! Don't mess with me, guys. I'm angry. I got one hand. Come closer, please. Take a step towards me, please. I can't quite reach you. Attack the ankles. Straight for the ankles. Oh, I need to go closer again. They've got, like, some kind of knockback. Oh, I can't reach my spacebar. This is horrible. Please. Please stop. If you're going to shoot me, come towards me. All right, we're 3 for 3. Using spacebar is impossible. Okay, we gotta do this. We gotta go auto jump. The first time in my life I've got auto jump on. Okay, come on, guy. I am incredible. All right, guys. This has been One-Handed Bones. I'll see you in the next one.